That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Quick step and go. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Going for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, UNLV. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
They're trying to get to him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just now on the same page with his target.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Out of the gun to give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Looking for room. It's Owen. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, They've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Rides to the back. Powers through the defender. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Rebels! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there. Not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire... names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the SMU Mustangs taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the SMU Mustangs offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Showing off the arm. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll pull it on the read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Trevino. At the 45, on his way. Open runway ahead. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Quarterback on the keeper. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Can't hold on, he had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Going up top on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. He'll let one go down the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cave!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Swings it out to the flat.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him and try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He looks that one in nicely. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, bring him and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up?
Looking for a huge play. Wide open. He makes the catch. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Hurricane. And And the punishment has been extended. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on. They've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pulls and fires complete. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Mustangs are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody
looking for a deep man. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, just keeps firing. Buys a little time. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a... Now it's fourth down. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Return goes out of bounds.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Cantrell. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Coming after it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to star it. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Just none. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Here we go. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off play action on 1st down. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Cantrell. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Snags it! And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Cade! And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's got 50 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Hand off from the shotgun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. He finds his man. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop. Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Cantrell. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The offense batting .500 on 4th down. They're 2 for 4 so far. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Gotts continues to fight for yards. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to...
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Feeling some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
One more play to pad the stats. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.